How you doing? Reason for the Chaotic Karma show is my name is Chaotic One. My fiance name is Karma. We decided to do this podcast because then I don't really think you can necessarily, call it injustice, but the lack of morals in this world these days. People are just so rude, disrespectful. Um, there's no one, and it's even crazier because of COVID. People are very mean, very nasty. Um, they don't want to hear what you have to say. People are too busy being scared and afraid. So we decided to start documenting. We're going to document every time someone treats us in a certain way, or if we see someone being treated in a certain way, we decide to document it. We're also going to be having different panels and having people come on and, talk about their experience in this, unpleasant world. And one thing that she, tells me is that it just takes one person. So if I could do something good, and one other person could do something good, and one other person does something good, and one other person does something good, all it takes is one. And if we can continue to find other people that could do good in this world, then maybe we could save this world, seriously. Um, so to start off with this one in particular, it's a Motel 6 in El Cajon, California. Um, so some things transpired between working with Amazon Flex and a company called Alliance One. So those are videos for the next time for that. So at the moment, me and my fiance been staying in a couple hotels and stuff. And so we go to this Motel 6. We've already had the reservation. Um, wasn't sure, using booking.com if the reservation was in my name or her name, right? So uh, I go inside with my ID and I'm, showing my ID and, let them know it's a reservation in my name. They don't find the reservation. Okay, cool. Most likely it's in my fiance's name. So the woman, looks up her name and everything, and she's like, "Oh yeah, it's in her name, but obviously it's not in my name, so I can't check this in." Okay, no worries. Please hand me my ID. My fiance is right outside, and she'll just come in. So the lady proceeded to tell me, "Oh, I'll just call her." And I'm thinking to myself, "Well, we just changed our phone numbers, and there's no need to call her. She's right outside. She can just come in and handle it." And so I was like, can I get my ID back? So the lady still proceeds to tell me, what she's going to do. And kind of like holding my ID hostage. That's the way I felt about it. It wasn't a huge concern to get my ID back. It was more of a concern of what she felt she wanted to do at the time, which was call my fiance for no reason because she's outside in the car. And again, unbeknownst to the lady that works at Motel 6, our phone numbers were changed. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to keep signing here asking for my ID over again. At the same time, my fiance is calling me because she's like, yo, what's going on? You should be able to just go in there and check in. Um, so I'm letting her know, like, it's in your name. She's like, well, come outside. At the same time, I'm telling the lady, get my ID. So I go outside. As I'm walking outside, my fiance is looking at me, and I see her face, and it's like, kind of like a face of disgust, like what the fuck's going on? And I look behind me, and the lady from the counter is running behind me with my ID. Now, why are you running behind me with my ID? I've already asked you, 3, 4, maybe 5 times to hand me my ID, and my fiance will come inside, right? So why would you come from around your counter and chase me outside to give me my ID when I've already told you my fiance is coming in? And mind you, we are already here to check in to the hotel. So there's no point in chasing me outside because guess what? I'm coming back in. Because guess what? I'm going to rent a room, right? What's the point of chasing me with my ID? So my fiance goes inside and deals with the rudest, nastiest people. Managers, rude and nasty. I begged him to give me the information.
information. I was rushed, sir. Please understand, it's not COVID related. I have PTSD and OCD. Okay? I've been going from motel to motel, and Motel 6 is the corporation in which I always default for the last 8 years of my life. These two ladies in here rushed me, and I continuously begged them to please wait. Okay? I have ADA accessible room. I have a service animal, and I parked in handicap. I know my rights within the law because I know who I am. This young lady here and the African American young lady was very, very disrespectful. And I begged them to just wait. Common decency, basic manners in which we were raised. That's all I asked. But because I have to speak up over a masking and over how I feel, that is not okay. So I do not wish for you to address me. All I need from you, sir, because you aren't here, is the name of her spelled correctly and the other young lady, please. Her name? What's the other young lady's name? No, I don't need you speaking to me because you have done enough, ma'am. I have PTSD, and if I ask you to leave me alone, please respect my rights. The young lady's name who was here as well, because I have her business card. Kim, K-I-M, right? Does she have a last name initial? Thank you. I don't want to sue, but I'm going to report what I need to report, because I have what I have within my rights within the law. I have never caused a problem. And what I experienced, you can review the cameras. I have security to review what happened when I checked in. I checked in from the time my fiance walked in here, walked out to get me. And I witnessed it from here, but she's parked over there. She's on the phone now. I know my rights. That was not okay.
And that's the end of a Motel 6.